This is what women got to go through?
Dude, this
shit is terrible.
This is what women have to go through.
Holy shit.
As a fraction of what they have to go through.
That's fucking awful.
But obviously, we're talking about the Supreme Court overturning Roe versus Wade. And if you don't know, or if you are watching this right now and you are like celebrating, just want to let you guys know. And this TJ probably gonna be, actually no, TJ's not gonna be mad at me because he agrees with me too. But yeah, fuck off if you think that the fucking overturning of Roe v. Wade is a good fucking thing. Honestly, if you're a fan of that shit, don't just fucking click away, 2, fucking block us. I don't want your fucking face here. I don't want you to like our stuff. I don't want you to have any fucking happiness come from our fucking parameter. What?
Maggie. Oh, wow. 4 men talking about a review.
Maggie was supposed to come on this episode.
Oh, she was invited.
She was invited to this episode, but her car fell off. And so I was like, she probably got car troubles. And it was all last minute. And I'm tired and I'm behind. And it's all like awful. But the thing is that if you're feeling scared or frustrated, and if you're even not a woman or a childbearing person or person who can bear a child, like, you're fucking correct to feel that way, and it's fucking scary, and it's fucking bullshit, and like, just know that I'm gonna speak for all of us here. I'll fight all of you if you don't agree. We're here for you, and like, we support you. Oh my god, we got 2 women here.
What?
Oh
I don't know. Is Angel a girl?
Oh, that's my sister. Oh, but anyway.
Yes, confirmed.
Yeah, my sister's in the chat now, so that's fucking.
Oh, that'll be cool.
That's fucking terrifying.
You got to be on your best behavior now.
That's where we're going to start. And the other thing we're going to start with is, yes, we're a bunch of fucking men that are talking about this topic. And I know that sounds fucking ludicrous, and I know that sounds kind of stupid. But with the Kevin Samuel thing, we had that kind of pushback too of like, oh, we're talking about Kevin Samuel, talking about women, and it's just a bunch of dudes fucking talking about it. But
I'm still ignorant about who Kevin Samuel is.
yeah, I don't care anymore. He's gone forever. So it's true. He's gone forever. I don't have to worry about it.
That is not inaccurate.
But but the thing that I want to kind of emphasize is that even though we don't have a woman in this space, and we should have this topic of conversation come up again with several, honestly. But I wanted to specifically call out men's fucking bullshit when it comes to this topic. That's because that's the thing.
It's in our wheelhouse.
Because the thing is that we're never ever, and me and Tommy did a TikTok about, or it became a TikTok, but it was our true honest opinions that we don't have a fucking say, right? We don't have a fucking say in a woman's choice and their body and all that stuff. So we want to call that shit out. Because my friend sent me some texts. I'm not going to put the texts up, but this was from like a guy that was like trying to make her feel better about the situation. Now, this friend lives in California.
I mean, you can put it on. There's no numbers on it.
I know. It's a private thing. I didn't even tell the person I was going to take this. So
now, fuck that. You put me in bad graces with my mother, so you better do that.
Hey, I cut it from the audio. It's on the video, but anyway. But so the idea is that this is what spurred the conversation, right? About calling guys on their bullshit. So this guy was going on talking about, well, California's safe as a sanctuary state, and this guy goes on, as a society, we're actually, I could put it. Yeah, there's no identifying information.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
As a society, we're going to have to raise every one of our daughters to be stronger than men. More women will come into power, and by the next generation, things will change for the better. As for the women today, I'm a male, so I can only imagine at best, and at worst, I don't know shit. And then, just to toot my horn a bit, I'm 39 years old. I don't have any children because I controlled myself. I want a family, but when a woman told me...
Who is he talking to?
He's talking to a friend of so in this situation, this is my friend that showed me this.
What is your friend's gender?
My friend is a woman.
This is trying way too hard.
Right, my friend is a woman, and this is a friend of a friend that is like a Facebook friend or Instagram friend that has no real like relationship with this person, with her. So she's just like, this is just some guy.
It's a random.
Right, and I'll get to that other point.
That's super trying super hard.
There's even other fucking part of this, but
more.
Well, there's another. This is part of.
I mean, in general, when you show someone a text, it's like, and it
should be like K.
There's more. No, this is all of them. No, this is all one thread that this guy.
Your friend never replied. No,
this guy did it on his own before she could reply.
That's a sign of something bad.
Right. Well, we'll talk about that part because you get where I'm getting with this, right? But like he goes on just like
paraphrase this.
Right. I have 3 adult sisters. I am the eldest, and this is a different company. Right. I have a mother. But here's the other one. Like instead of letting others make your choices for you, if you have a daughter, she's yours to educate. If like-minded women like yourself have daughters and educate them to be more powerful than a stigma, then we will find change. If individuals like myself, a male, has a son and I educate him, this will facilitate change. It's like
This is what women got to go through?
Dude, this
shit is terrible.
This is what women have to go
Holy
through
shit.
as a fraction of what they have to go
that's
through.
fucking awful.
Right. So the thing
I
is,
would not be on
Have
social
you ever
media at all.
asked someone you're dating about other dates that they've been through?
Sometimes.
That question.
Yeah, no, I've seen. Yeah, no, I've seen.
I don't mean in the sense of
but not this bad. But yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
just people trying too hard, the creepy stories,
Look, I know I shouldn't say that. I don't know why women like us.
dude,
I don't know why gay men like us. I don't know why any person is attracted to us.
Is it weird that I know we're this is gonna be a wrestling joke for the 5 wrestling fans that we have.
Get it.
Yeah, I know we're the Orange Cassidy of trying.
so the thing.
But how is that better than that?
I don't.
Well, there's a comedian that says I forget which one, but and someone might actually know. It's a very famous bit where it's I think it might be Louis C.K. Where he talks about why do women date men? We're the most dangerous thing to them. We murder them the most, we steal them away the most. We are the most violent animal towards women, and we go, hey, you should come to an undisclosed location to us and let us buy you dinner and drinks. Why women agree to that contract? No, I fucking idea. But the thing that you're getting at, even slightly though, and I guess it's the funny element before we get to the serious. Man on Hinge says he wants to use Roe v. Wade while he still can. Well, first of all, Roe v. Wade while he still can is awful.
What now?
He wants to use Roe v. Wade while he still can, as in.
Newsflash: you cannot. Depending, according to the text I've been reading, you cannot. Doctors are already being I don't know if we can do this procedure.
And not only that, men are using it as a pickup line. To be oh man.
I mean, I've heard those sad jokes before. It's I get with all these protests, I can totally pick up a woman at that thing, and I'm
these are guys on Tinder. At least one guy on Tinder was oh man, I can't believe they overturned Roe v. Wade, and they're putting it in their fucking profiles as I'm one of the good ones.
They're probably not.
They're not. No, they're predatory. If you have to put that shit in your bio and you put that as a fucking dating thing, you're a fucking predator at this point.
I'm taking a break from dating because I feel
right, man, we're on fucking sabbatical for the time being.
I'm just gonna help.
This is help. Bro boy summer. No women, all dudes, all the time.
Pickup lines.
Pickup line. Yes, pickup lines. Women are saying hookup culture will end. If be absolutely decimated if Roe v. Wade is overturned. I was just trying to find some of the Tinder stuff, right? I've
seen Republican lawmakers brag that because Roe v. Wade is overturned, hookup culture will be overturned, and then people will be more pious
morally. Well, they're trying to overturn also. We'll get back to Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I want to talk about that part too.
The lead in.
Bring it in. No, bring that stuff in because that's part of it. Because
it's all part.
The decision is the decision. We're not gonna talk. We're not gonna pontificate about the political fucking leanings of it. I don't have the energy, quite frankly. And secondly, if you paid attention, I mean, this is a destruction of essentially one of the rights to privacy, bodily autonomy, definitely for women. And then the decision for men to not be fathers as well, because abortions are also a fucking men issue as well. To be fucking
lose the
clear,
women they love because of things
right?
Like that.
For ectopic pregnancies, for babies that aren't fucking alive when they're inside the woman, fucking draining her of life force and stuff like that. To put it fucking bluntly and mildly, it's better than saying fucking just killing them from the inside.
I don't know if either of those are actually accurate, but it's pretty funny. I'm not trying to argue with you. I was just
I almost killed my mom.
You almost killed your mom?
Yeah.
By living, right? By being alive in your stomach.
No, from the birthing. Well, yeah, technically.
Yeah.
It was on the way out.
Right.
But
for some reason you brought razor blades in the piece and you're just
I don't know how it happened, but every opportunity my dad found to tell me, he would be like, you almost killed your mom, you son of a bitch. Don't call my mother a bitch, asshole.
How did that happen?
My mom. Your wife. What are you talking about? No, but that's the thing, right? What was it? They said there's a super high percentage more of the risk of pregnancy going south is 40% or something like that, and then
because our health care system is so shit,
right?
Infant mortality rate is worse here than in Cuba.
In Texas, the U.S. or Texas,
the United States.
And Texas, it's one of the worst in the nation.
Texas is the worst of the country. Yeah.
Oklahoma's up there, and it's mostly women of color.
Yes,
primarily,
right,
and so. And of course, it's just another example of who gives a fuck about them or any woman. They just one fell swoop. So many demographics. They just fucked over. All at once.
I don't know. Your sister says she has a horror story. I don't know what it is.
Let's stop birthing horror stories. Oh yeah. I don't want to put too much of my sister out there, but yeah, she had essentially my nephew. She had a condition where my nephew stopped developing at 6 months, and they had to get that shit out of there. And it was like to the point where.
That's a really tragic thing.
Yeah, because he stopped developing, so he's like he was still in there, still viable, still good, but she had a condition where he just stopped growing, so he was undersized, and they're like, we got to get this thing out of her. And now look, this has a happy ending, but my nephew was in the neonatal care for 18 days, didn't cry for like the first 3 days of his life.
Because he's a G.
But he is a G.
It's a good thing to cry.
It's a good thing to cry.
Oh
no, he was also like strangled by his umbilical cord. He wasn't breathing.
Fucking Survivor. What do you?
Fucking Survivor, right?
Yeah.
I love that. He's fucking 12 years old. He's fine. He's annoying the shit out of me on my phone.
That's when you play Apex.
That's when I play Apex. Okay, he's doing great. But the thing was,
he's thriving
on
Apex.
It's a dark story. It's a sad time. I don't like thinking about it a lot because this is a real fucking tragic time. Only thing I remember, one, was my grandma was fucking ironclad as shit. Everyone's freaking out. My grandma's 78 years old. Just like, it's kind of shit that happens. Just first of all, like Mexican grandmas are the shit. The second thing was that it was at a university medical center.
Yeah.
So there was one thing where it's like code green, or something where it was like somebody had to go take care of this person. Figure it out. Mm-hmm. So like a rush full of fucking doctors, like the movies came into my sister's fucking room.
Fuck.
My mom starts freaking out. I'm like, what the hell's happening? The sirens are going off.
Some ER shit.
It was some ER shit.
Yeah.
It was still like a pretty tense situation, but it was medical students coming to watch.
What the fuck?
Right, so we thought like...
I mean, it's a very rare situation. I've never heard of it before.
I haven't either. That is, if I'm going to learn some shit.
Yeah. So they were like, because it was like where the school was, right? So there's a bunch of... I just see a bunch of...
Yeah, I'm very happy it ended
The cast
greatly.
of Scrubs just come.
Right.
The ninth season, yeah.
Right. The cast of Scrubs comes down the hall, pushes past my mom. My mom spins like a cartoon character. Like, what's happening? And I'm like, well, I'm 18.
You guys are thinking probably like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like 17, 18. I'm like, what is going on? We find out later. It was students. Half of them were to observe, and the other half were like, all right, we got to take care of this shit, right?
And that's just like, give me a fucking heart attack.
The condition I did have a 3% chance of dying, HELP syndrome. And then she also has...
my aunt had that.
It's another thing. HELP syndrome.
Help.
HELLP. It's something I forget.
Probably stands for something.
But then now she also has a chance of like a random heart attack at like
what the hell?
40. After the age of 40, it's like your rate of heart attack goes up 25%.
Because you gave
Watch
birth.
out for it. Yeah.
Well, no, it lowers women's health in general anyway. Like, it's a
They
lot.
don't live as long when they have a kid.
Yeah.
Like, just to be really blunt.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
You're growing a whole nother person inside of you.
That's why,
a
like,
lot.
in the old West days when you had like 10 kids, it's like, R.I.P. at 35.
Like a death
Right.
Oh, yeah, this little fucker's going to be fine, but me, so long, Prairie, like, Jesus.
Right.
Especially when like whiskey was your
I'm
only
not going to sign up for that. That was the anesthesia. Anesthesia
Whiskey was your anesthesia. God dang, dude.
You want a shot of epidural?
Shot epidural just codeine syrup.
And plus, the fact that it was the 1800s, so they probably weren't really allowed to drink anyways if they were like wives and shit. Gotta be
weren't allowed to drink. I
Also,
think back
nothing
then
was clean.
What was?
Nothing was clean.
Zero was clean.
I think back then they were still like, oh man, if you smoke with the babies there, like he just comes
That's
out.
gonna help.
Yeah, he's gonna help. He'll come out smaller.
Stud.
It's gonna come out strong. He's gonna be able to plow the field by himself.
Right.
Don't even need an ox.
You gotta know the story of Hercules. Smoke some more of these, and that'll be
He's
your
got
kid.
tobacco in his DNA, right? and you fucking laugh a little bit because it's like that
You
sounds
have to.
that
Fuck.
sounds insane.
I
All of that
apologize for the
sounds-
TikTok that's gonna be made of.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about him getting drowned in a pool first, or in the river.
What happened?
That guy
I thought we
got-
already talked
No,
about
I'm
it.
saying that's the TikTok already that we're pulling today.
Oh, Jesus.
It's you drowning.
I'm just saying, like at some point, it's just I get. We are going to have the right opinion. All of us agree on abortion. We're going to discuss several different factors, how we can help, how we can make a difference, get our opinions out there.
And like 95% of our male audience. Like we don't have much of a female
That's the good
audience.
people
the
that
point.
need to hear this.
Yeah.
Actually,
But that's why we're doing it as such because it's got to be us. It's got to, like, because if you're not going to, women have been shouting about this fucking 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long fucking Trump and before that.
They shouted directly in our ears.
In our ears, and I'm guilty of it. Yeah. And a lot of us are guilty of just not fucking listening or not hearing.
Degree, yeah.
Or maybe not hearing, right? Maybe not understanding the gravity of the situation, thinking it couldn't happen. Yeah. And then it did. And so, was it the best time to start is yesterday, the second best time to start is now.
Well, everyone didn't think it was going to happen. Even conservatives, to a point, didn't think it was going to happen because I have come into this weird situation, which is not something a little alien from you, that people that I argued about voting in 2018, like I was trying to convince them to vote for Bethel over Ted Cruz, they voted for Ted Cruz. I even know people that were hardcore.
I don't understand that.
They were hardcore. Well, it's other issues that they care about.
Actually, fuck that. No, I do understand. It's a
Ted
blind
Cruz
vote.
is a gamer,
it's all
and he
blind.
pays to win.
Yeah.
But
it's blind as fuck. What it is just...
I'm not kidding about this. He got on a podcast and said that he pays to win. Like, not in those exact words.
But he raises enough money and is able to
like,
win.
Every once in a while, I'll play.
For you. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, not
well, to win the presidency, you spend $2 billion at least now.
The richest ones win. Yeah. Right.
But they, like, I even know to a fact that Trump supporters are mad about Roe v. Wade.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
they cross lines.
Yeah. What's I don't know the name. Portnoy, Mike Portnoy,
Portnoy from Barstool Sports.
Yeah, huge Trump supporter.
Yeah, I do not like that guy.
Huge dickhead. To be
huge dickhead.
He's an asshole.
Anti-labor, anti-union, huge dickhead.
I was very surprised to see that video.
But he had a video that was like, no, that's bad.
That's too much.
And then I'm surprised by the amount of people that I know personally that voted for Ted Cruz and. They were at a protest Friday and Saturday.
I hope they don't tell that to people.
I don't think they would wear that on their chest.
I hope the
but
fuck not.
Right.
God damn. That's embarrassing.
Right. And so, like, how crazy. I don't even know where to fucking start because, like, we didn't know this was going to happen. Then it happens. And then also, fucking who's the judge that did it? Thomas.
Well, it wasn't just him. It was him and everyone Trump appointed and a couple.
But he also wrote in his opinion.
Hey, Sammy, first of all, is it illegal for me to call Clarence Thomas a bitch?
No.
He's a bitch.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, they haven't gotten to the First Amendment yet.
Yeah, he'll get to it.
They're working on it, man.
Yeah. He's probably going to try to get rid of interracial marriage because he forgot he was black and married to a white woman.
No, because that's what I was going to bring up. He brought up Obergefell, which was gay marriage. There was another too. God,
it was interracial marriage.
It was interracial marriage. He left off. Loving versus Virginia. He didn't mention that one.
I wonder why.
Samuel L. brought it up.
Samuel L. definitely brought it up because it's on the table too. Technically, if
he's in an interracial marriage, so that's why
he doesn't know he's black. Marco. You remember that movie Soul Man?
Yeah.
It's in reverse. It's in reverse.
I'm glad he went with Soul Man and not the Dave Chappelle skit, but yeah.
That's a better one. That is a way better one. Kudos, yes.
He's the Uncle Ruckus of the Supreme Court.
God.
He looks like Uncle Ruckus.
Jesus Christ.
Can someone make that?
Unfortunately, Roe, Griswold versus Connecticut, Lawrence versus Texas, or Obergefell versus Hodges. Lawrence v. Texas was, it was the gay, the ability to have a homosexual relationship because these guys, they went into their house and said, you guys are having gay sex in here, that's illegal. And so they took him to trial for like sodomy. And they were like, no, they could do whatever the fuck they want in their house. And that was a law. He wants to go after that.
Of course he fucking does.
Right? He wants to go after that. And then the other one was Griswold was Connecticut. Which one was that one? Ban the use of any contraception. So he's going after contraception, condoms.
He wants to turn the world into Handmaid's Tale. That's what he wants. That's his fucking dream.
And messaging is fucking hard. And messaging to young people is even harder.
I'm actually surprised on that note. Like, at least when it comes to holding up signs and shit, the simple good catchphrases I've seen out of this movement, though. Like, I've seen abort the Supreme Court, the one that you were talking about.
There's questionable messaging there, but I'll leave it.
Like, look,
this is why liberals are fucking
on your fucking side. Thank you, Mark.
This is why liberals are fucking losing because I am trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
It's not the time. We're on your side. We want to be allies. I'm trying to make this shit click, man. Like, it's fucked up, dude. It's so fucked up. Your sister's right. Fuck branding. It's fucked. It's all fucked. Focus on that. It's bad. this shit bad. Is that as simple as I gotta fucking do it? Jesus Christ, man.
No, but here's the thing: you got to listen to it, and the thing is that for something like that, using the word, it puts a negative fucking connotation on the thing that you're trying to protect. That's the thing. No, but listen, Tommy, because like abort Abbott is the one that they use a lot. Yeah, but it's clever and it makes for a good.
We are the vulgar punk rock other side. That's what we're supposed to be at this point, because what we are fighting is a very We're fighting the T-1000. We're fighting a very mechanical beast,
fucking dead inside.
Because the reason that Roe versus Wade was overturned, this was 40 years in the making by a group called the Federalist Society, and this isn't some fucking conspiracy theory.
True. It's very true.
This is.
I've done the research.
This is someone you can donate to. Like they're real,
very real.
And all they were trying to do was get conservative judges in there one by one by one.
Guess who they did? Guess what devil they made a deal with to do that shit? Thank you. So yeah. No, it's been plotted.
And there's no liberal party on the other thing, because we cannot even agree on language and things like that, because it's just
focus on this shit and not what needs to actually be done. Yeah,
but you guys can get mad and this is why I have to talk. Like I have to defend that point, because we're on the same side, and the thing is that the people that are trying to get the solid messaging out are not the punk rock people. The punk rock people are going to do what they want, and they're going to help, and that's fucking great. We need the punk rock people. We need those people that are going to fucking cause a ruckus, get arrested, do all that stuff.
That's not even where I'm at.
But just
I just mean in the sense that
I know.
Let me just finish this thought real quick.
Okay.
That it's just like, all I want to do is just make the counterpoints, and I'm willing to get in the trenches with the people on the other side and treat them with respect, because that's what you have to do. It's a debate. But I'm not when you talk about that, it's like, it's not about riots in the street, because there's people doing way hardcore shit like that. If you search the internet, you can find Clarence Thomas's social security and card number right now.
That shit's fucking crazy, like kind of awesome, to be honest. But here's what makes it that I'm not trying to fight you on every legal. You guys just pick the two. You pick the two that are the most like. It's like, oh, it's really easy. It's a quick knob turn. And we talk about spending time on language, getting the shit kicked out of us, is because the message has to be right, and the message is fucking mixed up amongst people that are for it. No, but just because you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it, doesn't mean that the people there's a whole other fucking side, women led, that want the shit to be presented that way. And the way it was presented to me as such was by saying abort Abbott, abort the Supreme Court, all that stuff, coat hanger imagery, the fucking blood on the jeans imagery. It makes it, one, overtly violent, and not saying that safe abortion is available, which safe abortion is available. There's medication abortion that is safer than Tylenol. It has like a lower percentage of error than fucking Tylenol, and I take Tylenol all the time. The other thing about using abort as a negative thing or to get rid of is it creates a negative connotation for the word abortion. The biggest thing about abortion activism that they're trying to overcome is getting the word abortion as to not be a dirty word, as to not be a negative thing, as to be something that's associated with healthcare, that's associated for people's autonomy, that's associated for something that is a necessity, that's something they could do as many times as they want, how often they want, when they need it, wherever, as accessible as possible. That's what they're trying to get at, right? And that's what you guys all want. That's what we all want.
Right. I hate to say it, but you lost. Abortion is a dirty word.
No, but you have to switch it. You have to change it.
We can't rebrand a word.
Again, 90-something% of the crowd we're talking to, it's different languages. Men, women, however way you want. The men we're trying to talk to, rather.
Right.
It's a different language. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. No, because those men will take that. It's always going to be it's always going to be associated with that. It's a very hard word to rebrand. It's very difficult. That's really tough.
Yeah, but you have to make the effort. Because here's the thing. Even because I thought it was a dirty word. I've been at this fucking job 4 months or something like that.
It's a triggering word.
It's been said so often to the point where I forget that it's a dirty word to others.
Yeah. But I don't think it's a dirty word.
It's not a dirty word.
It has a lot of negative connotations that come with it when using abort this or coding or image, all the stuff that I mentioned. Is that because of this, like those 70s era type of messagings, bloody messagings and shit like that, back alley and all that shit, that helps create that negative image of the concept itself. The concept itself of abortion is not a negative thing, and it can't be seen as such. And a lot of people, especially conservatives, push it as baby killing. They push it as because they don't fucking have any sense in their
here's
head.
the thing. 66% of people think Roe versus Wade is fine. I think that even to a point outside of people that were really militant about trying to get Roe versus Wade overturned, most people are probably okay with abortion up to like the second trimester. Even conservatives.
And 90% of them, or I think like 95% of them are done before that easily.
At the very least, in case of rape and incest.
Well, if you get
it didn't matter, right? But
if you get an abortion in the third trimester, that means there's normally that means that you wanted it, so something came up.
It's less than 2% of those that happen.
So, like, once upon a time, the founding fathers would argue until broad daylight, and then come to compromises. Maybe that's the compromise, but the problem is that like the language is just it doesn't help, and even no matter how you present it, this isn't a marketing strategy because this wasn't overturned by Congress. We can't we can't vote ourselves out of this.
Can't at all.
Right.
No,
that's the hopeless shit. That's the hopelessness about it. Here's this entity of government that has
lifetime appointments.
Has laid low key for the longest fucking time.
Two have
a goddamn volcano.
2 have credible sexual assault allegations against them.
Yeah.
3 of them five of them were.
Clarence Thomas has his
I was going to
but 5 of them were
a great history of Clarence Thomas.
But 5 of them were from presidents that lost the popular vote. I believe. Yeah. So it's that whole system is fucked. The idea though is, but we're all, like I said, we're all on the same team. But that's part of the messaging, right? Is you gotta try to destigmatize it, and it starts with the words, and it starts with try not to minimize it in terms of other trivial things, right? But at the end of the day, it's still something that is morally good to have fucking bodily autonomy.
Tip something over.
Well, that's the thing. Tip something over. Like when you do something like this, it's pinching people, man, and it's pinching people in a wrong way, and
but
it's like but I'm talking about like this on top of all the other strife in the world, COVID and
too much
inflation and all that stuff. It's just like
you have a whole January 6th hearing no one's paying attention.
January 6th
got some crazy shit happening in it.
The president tried to choke a Secret Service agent.
A motherfucker.
He said, "I'm the president,
to get
motherfucker."
Back to a riot. It's nuts.
Also,
the world is fucked. Also, I'm gone. I don't like Jesus.
Also,
Christ.
wait, the crowd has guns. Well, they're not here to hurt me.
That's fine. They're for me. It's terrifying. So if anyone is just like fuck it and just walks around naked in public, just let them. They're going through it. Like it's that kind of time right now.
Oh my god. My sister's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call you after this." So it's like, yeah, no, it's fine.
I apologize if I said
no. She didn't say no.
She agreed with you. I think from the chat.
Okay.
No, she's like, my sister's very much like, let's burn this motherfucker down. Poop.
Hell yeah!
Oh wow. She's usually the calm Democrat.
So
she went more radical than you did.
No.
We should replace her with you. Yeah.
No.
Whatever way, we need her here, not you. That's what I'm trying to get.
I like how every fucking episode you guys just fucking say something to try to replace me.
Not on the Adam Excellence. We've never said that.
I'm not on that show. That's why you don't
exactly.
say it.
That's why it works.
Excellence. We never try to do that.
Oh my god.
Not on the sport. If you want to fight this, you're gonna need to become part of the movements, and
you have to do something.
Yes,
right.
Something.
Right.
But by the movement, because we are living in this weird time where everything and at the top level, like people think every 4 years, whether you're conservative or liberal, if I vote for the right president, everything's going to be fixed. And that's not true whether you voted for Trump or whether you voted for Biden.
No, you got to vote year round.
Year round.
At the local level, because, and just to highlight the local level, fucking the local courts are the ones that are saying, yeah, fuck that. We're not listening to the Supreme Court. We're going to deprioritize arresting people for having abortions.
Well,
we're gonna fucking put that at the bottom of the list for people who are trying to help it, aid and abet people getting abortions, which Cornyn is after. Texas Senator Cornyn is after going after people that would help people cross the border to other states to get abortions. They want to criminalize it, and then also someone brought up in Twitter again. By making it a federal crime to have an abortion, which is what they're trying to make happen, and felons can't vote. So you're essentially getting rid of the 19th Amendment, which is women fucking voting.
Right.
So it's like, they know what they're doing.
Hey, man, I don't give a fuck with anybody. Slavery is on the docket.
To give the silver lining, because a lot of people are looking for it.
Right.
We are seeing a growth in the labor movement.
Absolutely, everyone's unionizing, baby.
Everyone is unionizing. Everyone's fighting it, and they're winning.
Yes.
And if that labor union, those labor movements are not connected to a party, they're just connected to their own thing. They're trying to do the right thing for the people.
Yeah.
So
those groups are very diverse too. So
yeah,
which is key.
Support those groups. Become part of those groups in any way that you can,
Absolutely.
and that's going to be the way to change the tide. Because at some point, those movements become so big that, like, Obama was literally elected saying, "I don't know, gay marriage is okay." Like, he was not for it.
None of those presidents were.
No, and then
Biden included. But yeah, go ahead.
At a certain point, his arm got twisted by all the movements and everything going on.
The people outside of the White House.
That it happened.
Right.
And that's what's
easier to sway. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I say that we need to feed this labor movement any way that you can, because that's what's going to lead to change. That's what leads to, at some point, maybe 2 elections down the road, President AOC being like, "All right,
no shit."
Yeah,
everyone's got a
Bernie's
union.
still alive. It's like,
not after 2. I don't know if he's got 2 in him.
Man. He ain't. I know he doesn't.
I've been told also at this job to remind people, like, let's not reinvent the wheel. There's been people who have been fighting for abortion rights, have known this day was coming for a long time, and so there's a lot of abortion funds that need funding, and these are not politicians, and these are nonprofits and political organizations that have been fighting for this and the rights of people who give birth for decades. This has been ongoing since 73 when it was codified, or when it was made to begin with.
Yeah, was it codified?
Or it was, yeah, but like, since the decision was made, people have been trying to fucking overturn it, and there's been organizations, Planned Parenthood among Annie's list, a couple other ones, that have been fighting this fight. And if you want to help and you don't, bills got to get paid, and if you have a little extra scratch that you want to donate, there's donations you can make there. And we're not asking it from like a negative perspective of like they're not going to make any change. We're not this is not us saying, hey, give Joe Biden money, hey, give Beto O'Rourke money. Don't.
No, it can go to better places.
There's
like
more focused places, right?
Yes.
Donate to your political parties, ideally blue, in my opinion. But there's a lot of funds out there. Well, it's another conversation for another time. Yeah, so just be sure to, if you can, donate them, support them, go out and do something, support your local labor movements. Vote is still the only way they count this shit. Remember
it really
that.
is.
Here's another thing to keep in mind, and we'll end the topic and get a break because it's fucking an exhausting topic, and I know it's
then
not.
We're going to talk about lawsuits, guys.
Then we're talking about lawsuits. No,
hey.
but to remember, and some of the initial polling, this is one in Pennsylvania, a conservative anti-abortion Republican dropped like fucking 17 points, and then like the average is about a 10-point drop nationwide for anti-abortion people. People don't like that this happened. We don't like that this happened here at the Mexcellence. We don't fuck with it, and we support all the people who give birth that want an abortion whenever they want, however they want, as accessibly and as safely as possible.
Or if you don't want to give birth, still support.
Yeah, if you don't, exactly. If you don't want one,
your fucking choice.
Exactly.
Right.
Is this
like a basic shit?
Right.
This basic shit, man. What the fuck, dude? What the hell is happening
like
here?
we're so special saying, hey, do what you want with your fucking body.
It's so annoying because it's just basic human fucking rights.
It's, you know what?
Like, I don't understand.
I mean, it makes you feel better. I know we just lost it, but most people just got it. Like, Mexico barely got it in the last
true, Mexico just got it. Fucking Central America just got it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Scotland just got it in the last 5 years. Like,
Ireland?
Ireland,
Ireland.
They're all
And
just,
Ireland's fucking all Catholics.
So it's the new hip thing, and we're going backwards. Good job, America.
we're trying to be
Fucking
trends.
idiots. Yeah. God damn it.